What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Today, we're going to have a video at lunch. I got to talk about this Jason Peters signings. We all know that Baldy has been talking about the Eagles getting tremendously better with a move that they're going to make in the middle of July. I did a live stream yesterday. We had a lot of options that we talked about, but I talked about this, and some of the guys in the live chat definitely hit on offensive linemen. Some said Thuney, some said Warford, some said Peters. But here we go. Was this the big move that Brian Baldy was talking about? I don't believe it was. But again, I was also second guessing, will we even make a move? Is this just pure speculation? Is this more Clowney, Griffin type rumor talk? I don't know. But the Eagles, 2 days after Brian Baldy's big announcement that the Eagles will make a big move in the middle of July, which we are in the middle of July, and they will get tremendously better. After losing a guy like Brandon Brooks, bringing a Hall of Famer, Jason Peters, who's going to the Hall of Fame for left tackle, bringing him in to possibly play right guard, is that making us tremendously better? Tremendously better? I don't know about that. Now, Brian Baldy is a guy who don't normally blow smoke, but we definitely have to take this with a grain of salt because we know the Eagles' money situation. Although we got money now, would we like to roll some of it over? Jason Peters is a good signing for depth on the offensive line, regardless what position he plays. I believe Andre Dillard has to start at left tackle. I'm a big believer in his ability, but it's good to have an insurance policy if things go south via injury or via just not being able to get it done, just not strong enough for some of these bull rushers. We'll have to see how that goes. Just having a guy like Jason Peters in the locker room is going to build up this whole offensive line when it comes to mentoring, especially Andre Dillard, especially if he's really just behind Andre Dillard and or Matt Pryor and just gives input on everything going on in the offensive line. And if an injury happens, he could come in and fill a role at the right guard position, at the left tackle position. Now, with him coming to replace Brandon Brooks, it's going to be a fair competition. I don't see Jason Peters automatically winning the right guard spot. I think there's going to be a competition between Matt Pryor and Jason Peters, who does well in training camp, but getting both these guys in to fight for the position with the training camp, with Jeff Stoutland as the offensive coordinator, one of the best offensive coordinators in the game, is going to work well. And it's just going to motivate Matt Pryor to get his game up in some areas that he needs to get better at. Now, seeing some of his tape on a very small sample size, I like some of the things that Matt Pryor can do. And again, Jason Peters is going to the Hall of Fame for left tackle. So you got that depth there. He's going to fight for a right guard spot. If he wins it, more power to him. Then we have Matt Pryor as the depth. If he don't win it and Matt Pryor wins it, then either Matt Pryor's taking a step up or Jason Peters just can't play that role. Jason Peters is used to playing guys like Khalil Mack, Von Miller, J.J. Watt, who are strong and fast, but play a different type of game. He's not used to being inside the trenches where it really gets tough against guys like Fletcher Cox, even though he don't have to go against him because he's on our team. But Aaron Donald, Geno Atkins, Cameron Hayward, these are big bodies. Now, they do call Jason Peters the bodyguard because he is big, but it's a different game. It's a different toughness. I'm not saying he don't have that toughness, but you definitely have to categorize that differently. He's been playing left tackle his whole career. He's used to getting off the footwork. You're not going to be using that so much in the trenches in run blocking inside there. Now, can we pull him on some zone concepts? Of course. But 38 years old, he does have injury history with this age. I mean, again, it's a good signing if you're talking about 1 year, very cheap. O-line is nothing to play with. We already lost Brandon Brooks. 1 or 2 more injuries could be detrimental to our season. So bringing anybody to help, even though he's a guy who's shown he hasn't been able to stay healthy, will help this team. I just want to say this right now. Brian Baldy getting our hopes up. This cannot be the only move because, yet again, he is going to help this team with depth. He's going to fight for a right guard spot and maybe even help Andre Dillard out at left tackle. But this does not make the Philadelphia Eagles tremendously better, like Brian Baldy said. I will say this. Like I said yesterday, Brian Baldy is a guy who breaks down film, and maybe to him, getting Jason Peters is going to make us tremendously better. I don't see how, but we got to keep our ears out. We still got the rest of this week. Thursday, I will be doing the Philly Talk Nation live stream, and we're going to be talking about some of these issues. Will we still be targeting one of these so-called guys who are going to make the Philadelphia Eagles tremendously better? But after hearing all this, I'm happy for a one-year deal. We can't stunt Andre Diller's growth. We can't stunt Matt Pryor's growth unless they prove that they can't win the starting job over Jason Peters. And then at that point, the best man gets the job. On that note, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about Jason Peters coming back? He will not leave. I ain't mad at it. He's definitely going to retire Eagle. I did hear he turned some other teams down. He's probably going to take minimal money. So shout out to JP, the bodyguard, staying in Philly where he belongs, where he made a Hall of Fame career. Again, we can't stunt the young guy's growth, but whoever wins the job, wins the job. On that note, you know what time it is. We out.